Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode. I guess this is not an episode, but just another video on the YouTube channel. We are here reviewing today My Adventures of Superman, the two first episodes. I'm your host, Mr. Lynn, joined by my co-host, Lil Reg. Reg, how you doing today, brother?
Doing great. How are you doing, man?
Can't complain. Can't complain. Excited anytime there's some new DC content to review. So, excited to that we just jumping into it. I literally just watched it. We also have a guest with us, our version of Crypto, Lil Shields. But what'd you think initially? Let's get into initial thoughts.
So immediately after watching it, because I just watched it a couple hours ago, it instantly brought me back to watching Invincible for the first time. And now I understand that America has now found its competition to Japanese anime. The American comic book style of animation is probably going to be taken over, and I think it's going to be really good.
I won't say direct competition, but I can say that they now Americans now view anime as something serious.
I'll say
like
comparable.
something serious to stopping like their bag, and it's like y'all should have been viewed them serious because that they were the wave. And I think you can look at Invincible, you can look at Star Wars Visions, because I attribute a lot of this to Star Wars Visions. They did a great job of embracing anime and embracing other animation studios. You can even look at Spider-Verse. Like Spider-Verse, whether people want to admit it or not, is an anime. It is like 100%. Invincible is too. This is DC's version of stepping into that, and I really like it. And I like that the Japanese sensibilities of animation is now coming into America, because it's showing that, hey, animation is not just for kids. Animation is for everyone, even though that this show tend to skew towards kids, but it's weird because they play it on Adult Swim. And it's like, you're playing this on Adult Swim, so I'm interested to see if it gets a little darker, but I don't know if it will, because Superman's not a dark character, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, no, I'd agree to that point wholeheartedly. That is like so far my one knock on it is that, like, I guess from watching Invincible and The Boys and getting that style
it's
of
not
animation
that.
in my head.
I
know, no. I know it's 100% not like that, but like it seems just a little kiddish for me to like.
I won't say it'll continue being kiddish, but it will be hopeful. Like, you just if you don't like this hopeful, I guess, bright colors, then Superman might not be the character for you. And I think that DC is going back to what Superman meant in the 90s, in the 70s, in the 60s, because what Zack Snyder did was take Superman into a new direction and make him dark. It just didn't work because people didn't like that. And once DC saw, hey, we don't want our Superman dark, then this is the stuff we're getting. And I kind of prefer this because this is who Superman is. Like, people want to call Captain America the Boy Scout, but no. Superman is the original Boy Scout. He is the original symbol of American justice, and it transformed into world justice, and so on and so on. That's the only knock on it. If you don't like that, then this might not be for you. But I will say it started off very well. Didn't show us the origin in the first one. Dove us straight in it. Kind of makes me think, oh, this is what Superman Legacy will be like. This is giving me a lot of like, okay, this is what Superman Legacy will be like. I also liked how the first episode went with Livewire, because it's so easy with a Superman show to go Lex Luthor, to go Brainiac, to go some of these people, but they went Livewire, and then in the second episode, it's Amanda Waller and Slade. That guy was Slade. Now, I don't like how Slade is designed. I don't like how they got Slade looking like an emo kid, but I can get down with everything else.
Slade's an emo name.
Really like Jack Quaid is Superman. I thought he did a great job. I liked Alice Lee as Lois Lane. I really like the design of this Lois Lane. I think that's a win. I like that they made Jimmy a black kid, which I think works. I will say to all the gingers out there that think that they're getting written out of history, they kind of are. Like, they kind of are. Every ginger is now just a black person, which I don't know if I like that, but I do like Jimmy's character. I like Perry White. I thought they started off a good job, and I also think one of the good things that they did was showing how Superman's mom's scared she's gonna lose him because the adoption thing. So anybody who's adopted, they can get down with this because it shows like the struggle that they go with. Do I want to know my birth family? What about the family who raised me? I thought all of that they did really, really well.
Yeah, and it plays on the whole like the family that you found or the family that you make versus your birth family and the situation surrounding that greatly affects your worldview as an individual. And it really it's a part of Superman's psyche before he even thinks about it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I like how like they have this kind of like stream of consciousness going throughout the animation where like they'll flash back to his past and he'll do something and then it goes back to him.
It's a great way, and really, like we said, anime. It's very anime-esque to not show the origin, but to do a bunch of flashbacks, which I can get down with because everybody knows Superman's origin by now.
Yeah.
It's like, let's move past that. But again, like Slade Wilson, Chris Parnell did a good job. Just don't like how he's designed. I think they have a very good voice cast from Jack Quaid, Alice Lee, Ishmael Saheed as Jimmy Olsen, Darnell Brown, Perry White, Reed Scott, Jonathan Kent, Carrie Walgren as Martha Kent. Like I said, Chris Parnell as Slade Wilson. I want to see who's voicing. Oh, so Brainiac will be in this. Michael Emerson's going to voice Brainiac, which is dope. I'm trying to see if they have Amanda Waller's person yet. We don't see, but you should have known it was going to be Amanda Waller when in the first episode they mentioned Task Force X and some of the other teams. I thought that was great DC lore, which, you know, we need throughout this show. And to me, if this show goes well, don't be surprised if we don't see a Batman in second season.
Yeah.
Or a Flash or just a different hero, because this could build the new animated universe of DC, which I think would be interesting. It's not James Gunn's animated universe. It's just this side universe, because remember with James Gunn saying all these actors are going to be part of the live action, but this isn't that. This is a little anime separate side.
I think it's to get a feel of what the Superman audience wants next year for Legacy. Even though Legacy's already written, I feel like they're workshopping some of these villains to see like
which villains they want to use.
Yeah, like what are people thinking about these villains?
I'm very interested to see who's gonna appear. We already know Brainiac is, because I looked at the voice cast, but will there be, Parasite, Dr. Ivo, the human, I'm trying to think of the fucking android that works with Ivo. I can't think of his name right now, but that type of interesting. Tio Morrow, he makes Amazo. Ivo makes Amazo. So that's a great counter to this. And I'm glad that so far we don't have Lex in this season. Let's save Lex for season 2. You can have Lex undertones in there. Because honestly, at first, before I knew that was Slade, I thought that was Mercy.
No, I thought it was Lex behind the glass.
No. With Slade?
Yeah.
Oh, see, no, that was Amanda Waller, and I'm assuming a scientist. I thought Slade was Mercy, his hit woman bodyguard, which I thought would have been cool. Only complaint for me is they really went fast into Lois liking Clark. That's supposed to be a slow build that by the end of season 1, it's like, oh, she likes him. Going into season 2, what happens? Although I don't think they're going to act on it now. It's just something that I noticed in episode like 2. She's in his house. They're about to kiss. It's like, that's a little fast.
Yeah, because like at the beginning of Superman and Lois's relationship, isn't it like she doesn't really like him, or she's like,
well, she likes Superman. She doesn't like.
She likes Superman. She likes Superman. She doesn't like Clark, and so like Clark has to slowly work his way into Lois's life.
But in this one,
it's Lois is after him.
Lois is after Clark, and doesn't really care about Superman. Superman's more of a professional thing, which I wonder if it's gonna change as much as Superman saves her. Then she's gonna maybe fall for him a little more, a little less than Clark. But I don't know. I just like how this Lois looks. I like short-haired Lois. I like that they're interns. We get to see their growth, which again is like Superman Legacy, because they're making the Superman and Superman Legacy 29. James Gunn already came out and said he's going to be Corn Sweat's age, which is pretty cool. But what are some of your, I guess, who's the winner of the first 2 episodes?
The winner of the first episodes?
It's got to be Jack Quaid for me. He's the one.
Like,
just as Superman's voice. Yeah, he did a damn good job. I like Live Wire. Also, I think with Superman taking off the thing off of her back and crushing it, I think it's going to turn her into more of the Live Wire we know, where the powers don't come from the thing. She's now super powered.
Yeah. I mean, I'd also say we should give our props also. Who's the voice actress for Lois?
Oh, yeah, she did a great job. Alice Lee.
She did a great job. Like,
She's a YouTuber. She started off as YouTube.
Oh, you see,
nice.
I didn't know that. She gave Lois like an independent voice, and she's not just this like I'm following newspaper orders. I'm being this coffee run intern. You know.
Also, she did her own thing. It's not Amy Adams. It's not Lois from Lois Superman and Lois the TV show, which is doing really well. She's not any Lois that we've heard before. She's her own, which I think is great. Because it's very
hard to
easy.
Make yourself your own.
Because she could have copied the animated series Lois, because she was Lois for years. So I definitely thought that was great. Any other, pros or things that are worth talking about?
Pros, I'd say, I think we probably have to see more.
Yeah, true. This is just the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, these are only the first 2 episodes.
I do like how it looked. I definitely think the animation was great.
The animation to me is pretty good. I have one gripe with the animation, and it's how Clark has these like short bursts of like super power.
Well, you gotta understand, he doesn't know how to use his powers.
And I understand he doesn't know how to use his powers yet, but like it feels kind of like it reminds me so much of Avatar whenever Aang goes in the Avatar state. And so it looked almost too similar to that. And so I wanted Superman. If Clark was gonna learn about his powers and like he'll have these bursts of strength, let it be something different than like exactly what happened with Aang.
Oh, making his eyes blue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Eyes light up.
Well, think about it like this: if they made it red, he might look evil to people.
Yeah, and I also think that's why he didn't shoot the laser out of his eyes with that little fight with those robots, because
they're trying to wait, and because he has to build himself up to the public. They don't know who he is, so they made it blue. Blue's a more, I guess, endearing color. Can't do green, because if it's green, it's like, oh, is he Green Lantern?
Green Lantern,
Martian Manhunter. You can't do black, because is he dead? I mean, blue's
I guess blue is the only safe color.
Yeah. Because red could be Flash, it could be dark. It's villainous, red
yellow
has
was like
connotation.
The only thing you could have done.
And yellow makes him look weak, if we're being honest. Yellow is
a weak color.
Exactly. So they had to do that. I guess the only qualms I have is, I really don't have any. The only qualms I have is why is this on Adult Swim? That's the only qualm
it doesn't give an Adult Swim vibe to it.
Not at all.
Adult Swim is invincible.
Yeah, exactly. So also, that makes me wonder, is it gonna get gorier, or is this more of a kid's show? So that's what we're gonna have to wait and see.
Another thing I might say, I don't like how they do the friend.
Oh, Jimmy?
I don't like Jimmy. Is
you don't like
alien,
Jimmy Olsen?
The alien. Like, why do you make this guy the alien conspiracy theorist? And like, this is why it almost seems like a Total Drama Island-ish a little, where like it's kind of. That's why whenever I said it's kiddish, I don't mean that I want more gore, but this just seems very themes. Just some of the themes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is to introduce Superman to a new audience. We're just reviewing this because it's comic booky. But if this was, let's say, if this show was called He-Man, we wouldn't be reviewing this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That because it's kiddish, So, but we shall wait and see. First episode, I'd give out of 5. I'd give a solid 3. Second episode, I'm giving a 4.
First episode, I'd give it a 3.5. Second episode, I'll go 4. Yeah,
it's a good episode. Yeah, I like the second one a lot more than the first one. They could have just made it one episode and just said it's 45 minutes.
They're only 22 minutes, so just make them one.
Exactly.
I don't like how they did the whole part 1, part 2.
I guess that's what I don't like, is the 22-minute aspect of it. We're in
those are really short shows.
Yeah, but again, it's made for cable, so.
But also, you see, that kind of placates to the maybe this is kiddish with the fact that it's so short because kids have short attention spans.
True. And but so again, why are you playing this at 11 o'clock at night on Thursday?
That's what I don't.
Swim. It makes no fucking sense.
I'm so confused about what this show wants.
It's supposed to be. Yeah.
I
think because they think, it's anime-esque, let's put it with the
on adult. But it's because they throw all anime on Adult.
If you're gonna make an anime, then you got to make it darker. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see. But this is DC's first attempt, because they are doing the Suicide Isekai, which will be a lot darker, where they take the Suicide Squad. What an Isekai is you take someone and they basically magically transport to another land, and they have to deal with that. Well, the Suicide Squad will get that, which will be dark. I've seen it. You got Joker wiping blood on his face. I'm very interested to see who the teams will be. But this is their light attempt at that. The Suicide Squad will be their dark attempt at that. But solid show, short little review only 2 episodes. So we will be up to date as the show releases. And if it loses our attention span, we will stop reviewing it and give you a end of season review. But for now, we're on it and watching it. Reg, tell the people that they can follow you on social media if you want them to.
You can just follow me on Instagram at reggie.rideaux. That's it.
Hell yeah. All right, you can follow me at lynbwt on Twitter, TikTok, Spin. You can follow me at Lynden Burton II on Instagram and Threads. I don't really fuck with Threads, but whatever. You can follow Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. And like I said, more reviews coming. If you like this type of content, be sure to check out Bros Who Binge. The latest episode is out now. And next week, Schubert and I will be reviewing The Bear. We'll be reviewing It's Always Sunny. We'll be reviewing The Bachelorette. We'll be reviewing, there's another show out right now Secret Invasion. We'll be reviewing that as well. So for all of our TV reviews, make sure you check that out next week and be on the lookout. Reg and I are going to see Oppenheimer in IMAX. We'll be reviewing that right after we watch it, if not the day after. So be on the lookout for that as well. But until then, have a good one and peace.